Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I've recently got an influx of subscribers and I just want to say thank you so much for liking my shorts, mostly, because I know this is mostly my shorts feed that I get new subscribers. But here's a long 20-minute video for you guys to watch and draw with me, of course. And I'm basically going to give you a bunch of unsolicited advice on art specifically. But I notice whenever I start gaining more viewership, especially when I post my art, I always get a lot of people asking me where do I go, where do they go for tutorials and how long I've drawn and it's completely fine. I'm just not a good person to like teach and guide, because I'm like, well, what's your art style? Well, what are you looking for? Well, what's going on? So I'm just gonna have a whole video of unsolicited advice where you guys can probably pick up on a few things and probably try some things out. Right now I am drawing a bunch of plants because this is my final page for Draw a Box Lesson 3, where you have to draw 8 pages of plants where you like construct it. But I know how to draw plants, so I didn't really construct them. I just drew a bunch of plants. I am finally done. That's why I've been drawing a lot of plants recently, because I'm like, this is all I'm doing for Draw a Box Lesson 3. I'm just going to get really good at drawing plants. Draw a Box is a online curriculum of teaching you how to draw with a pen, and I would suggest beginners and people who are more experienced to try this out, especially if you don't really draw with ink that much like me. But I don't know, I found Draw a Box really fun. I'm gonna do a review after I finish lesson 3. I think that's the halfway mark. I do not know. I've been on lesson 3 for months because I've been doing it on and off. So when I finish up, I'm probably going to do like a 8-minute video or something about reviewing it. That's what this video was supposed to be, but I didn't know I would draw for so long. I thought, oh, it's going to be a 12-minute video. No, it's going to be 20 minutes. I was like, oh, okay, because I just started editing this last night. At the time of me recording this, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a lot. But yeah, I would say Draw a Box, do it, especially if you're a beginner and like you do the little chicken scratch kind of thing, or you can't draw like a nice circle or draw a bunch of cubes. But yeah, just definitely do it if you're experienced and don't draw with a pen. You're gonna hate this, but it's gonna help you, because it helped me, and I've been drawing for years. This is my second attempt at Draw a Box, and my advice, take your time. Do not rush into this, because it's going to be very tedious. You'll burn out, and you're going to hate it. Doing the 250 box challenge and the 250 cylinder challenge were really annoying, because for me, I already knew how to draw in perspective. I read a perspective book that I'm putting on the screen right now, and that really helped me. I think it's called Illustrator's Guide to Draft Making or something. I worked on that, and that was pretty intense. But I should have drawn these plants in different perspective, but all these are like still lives from reference pictures, so I couldn't, well, I guess I could have changed it. Maybe I'll do that next time. I'll do like a still life and I'll just draw in different perspective and like guesstimate exactly, because you're constructing it, so you should be able to draw in different perspectives. Alright, came to that realization. I will be doing that. But another unsolicited advice is try different mediums, unless you can't afford different mediums. Like if you're drawing the graphite, try a pen. I know you can afford a pen. At least I hope you can afford a pen. But I understand people not going to paints or color pencils and all that, because you have to like constantly buy different things, and those can be really expensive, especially alcohol markers. Though it's a lot different from when I was younger. I am 29 this year, and I used my friend's Copic markers when I was 17, so like over 10 years ago, Copics were the only alcohol markers. And I just remember seeing them. I was like, my parents can't afford that. So I would use my friends whenever I was at her house. And I loved them. And then I think a couple years ago, I saw all these new alcohol markers. I was like, oh my God, they're so cheap. They're so cheap. Wow. So I think I bought a pack of Ohuhus. And then for some reason, because I think I was like, well, I'm going to 3D underneath these. So I gave them to my cousin. And now I regret it because I really, really want them again. But for me, it's not about affordability. It's about usability. I'm like, am I going to use these now? No. So right now, I want to learn how to draw with color pencils, even though that is not going to be a medium I'm going to be using often. But I want to give it a real good try. So next month, I'm going to be using a bunch of color pencils. And I know you can mix color pencils in Copics. Well, not Copics, sorry. I used to call alcohol markers Copics because that's the only brand that I saw. But I know you can mix alcohol markers and color pencils because the wax melt with the alcohol, which I find really, really cool. If you don't know, you should definitely try that because I've seen people do it and it looks amazing. But I'm going to try to do that, I think, a couple months from now because my personal goal for, like, I guess till I retire is to try every art medium I can and just find what I absolutely love. And right now I'm starting with well, I have experience with graphite and charcoal because high school was that, and I know how to use charcoal to a degree, though I do want to practice more. So I may do a mixture of charcoal and color pencil next month and just try those out. Because I love charcoal. If you were in college, a high school, and you need a quick project, like your teacher's like, oh, you can use any medium, do charcoal, because charcoal is so fast. That's all I did in high school whenever I had a project, because I used to do commissions on DeviantArt for a Guy Online character, and I was like, I'm too busy. I can't be making whatever crap you want me to, because I couldn't draw anime in that class. Like the art teacher respected it, but it was like, nah. And I was like, fine. So just draw in charcoal if you want a quick little project. You're going to get dirty, so wear your like dark clothes. Your hands going to get dirty. Quick project, charcoal. Just grab a charcoal pencil or a charcoal stick, go at it. It'll be done like that. No issue. Each time I needed to do a project, I would just do charcoal. It's really quick. Yeah, try different mediums. You can like even like have a style specific for your medium. At least I do. I don't tend to draw anime and charcoal. I usually do figure drawings because it looks better. I've done a few pieces in charcoal that looks okay, but graphite and pencil, honestly, anything but charcoal looks good with the anime style or the semi-realism I do. Don't stick to one style. That's my next advice. I've never stuck with like one style ever. I like how the old masters used to draw. Right now it's JC Leyendecker. Right now he's inspiring me because I love how he shades. I love his compositions. I have his book. And he's like the cool guy that I wish to. He was like a cool guy, have family issues, but cool guy. Anyway, I like his art a lot, and he inspired me to paint a certain way. I want to paint more richer, digitally. I don't paint in real life because I don't want to spend that money if I'm not going to use it, because I do tend to like buy something out of excitement and drop it. So if you do that, try to work with what you got for now, and then give yourself a reward if you like drew enough for it to be worth it. At least, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now too. That's why I have not bought any alcohol markers. Anyway, do not stick to one style. It's very boring unless like it's your comfort style. I'd say try different styles, because you know that's good for you. It builds character. You'll be able to like learn new things, because I implemented a lot of realism into my semi-realism anime style art. I don't know what to call it. I learned how to draw noses better now after I drew a page of noses. So yeah. Oh yeah, if you also, here's another unsolicited advice. If you have an issue with a body part, just draw it over and over and over again. Deconstruct it, simplify it, do all that stuff. Like if you can't draw arms, look at a tutorial on how to draw arms and keep drawing arms for like a day. You don't have to do it forever unless it's like you're really struggling with it. Or like if you're drawing portraits, do like the nose, draw like a page of noses, then a page of eyes and all that. And draw a page of the face deconstructed and just do all that, you'll be good. The paper I'm using to draw with this is like sketchbook paper because the draw box, you have to draw so much, so I just got this big 120 page or 150 page cheap notebook because I was like, I'm gonna draw a lot in this thing. So that's what I did because I knew that 250 cubes and the cylinders, I knew all that was coming, so I just got this big notebook. There's I wouldn't say it's good quality because it's very, very, very thin, but my pens are quality. All Japanese, I think. Yes, all Japanese. The pens I use is the Micron? I don't know. Sounds like saying Macron or Macron. Micron. It's Micron. And I also use, there's these wonderful brush pens that I love from Tombow. My goodness. Yeah, made in Japan. It's a really good pen. This is the calligraphy pen set. It comes with two. One with the smaller tip, one with the soft tip. Yeah, one's hard tip, one's soft tip. And these are like literally my favorite brush pens to use. Oh my goodness. But I didn't use them a lot because I had just bought my Pigma Micron set of different sizes because I've been using the 0.5 set. But now I have the 0.4. Not 0.4, sorry. 0.2 and 0.1 and 0.05. And I love them. I like drawing, inking in different sizes. I feel like it makes the drawing a lot better. It's a lot easier to do details. So fun. If you draw a pen a lot, get that set where it's different sizes. Very useful. But yeah, those are the materials I use for this video. In the future, I may do use thicker paper because I have this Arteca sketchbook. It's thick and I love it. It's Arteca Note. I got it in square. It's what I use to do my Inktober. If you watch my Inktober videos on TikTok/Instagram, though I didn't finish posting them on Instagram because I was really tired and not used to posting on Instagram and TikTok. I find that really annoying, but this is a good sketchbook. It's nice, thick. I did charcoal in it and pen. Copy your favorite artists. Copy them. Not trade. Well, it depends. If you like, I do this whenever I'm like frustrated at a specific point in the drawing. I will go in and trace it right quick, cause especially if it's at like a weird angle, I'm like, I can't draw this. I can't draw this on my own. I tried simplifying it. I don't know what's going on. Just trace over it in a separate piece of paper, not on your official work. Trace over it to see exactly where you went wrong, because it could be like a distance thing or like a measurement thing and you're just trying to figure it out. Do that and then go back to your work and then redo it. Usually each time I do that, it works a lot better. Or like you can trace a pose if the image is specifically for poses. There's so many resources for that. When DeviantArt was a thing, I used to use somebody, they had a bunch of stock images of different poses and she had all these positions with a sword, without a sword, pencil. It's great. And I would trace over that on my sketch phase, not my line art, on my sketch phase. I would trace over it and then I would go over it again, like making it all anime style. I have a few pieces that I may show on screen when I was younger, and I did that, and my art just looked good. I was like, that looks great. I know how to draw poses, which is like one of the reasons why I never really studied anatomy so intently. Like sketched over, and then I drew over, and then of course I put in the description that, oh, this pose is from this, just in case, because I was like, I don't want no one screaming at me, even though like I feel like this is fine, but you know, that's me. Other people may feel a different way, especially if it's a photo. That's how I feel. For like, if you're drawing off of your favorite artist, I would suggest refraining from doing that. Maybe, I think it'll work, but don't copy them one for one unless you're keeping it personal. If you're keeping it in your sketchbook, that's what your cheap, thick sketchbook's for, just sketching. If you want to trace and do all that in that sketchbook, that's fine. Don't go around saying this is yours. So next week is going to be 2 draw with me's, because I have to draw a bunch of requests and post it Friday. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll do that. Sorry, I have to schedule these ahead of time because I work a 9 to 5, so I gotta make sure all this is done ahead of time in case, well, now I'm actually doing a bunch of work. Next, unsolicited advice. Enjoy drawing. That's it. Enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, then there's no point. Don't be like so wrapped up in your studies that you are just not having fun with it. That's at some point last year, that's where I got stuck, and I didn't post that much because I was just doing studies and it wasn't fun. And I was like, man, I wish I can do something creative, but I really want to finish this draw box. Just take a break. You have to have a balance of you improving your technical, and then, you know, have your nice creative, intuitive side come out. Like every now and then, just have a nice balance. But yeah, have fun with your art. Don't be all technical. Just have fun. Try different mediums, try different styles, copy your favorite artist. Just go at it. Oh, and follow like YouTube tutorials. Like long ones. Don't be doing those 1-minute tutorials. That's not teaching you anything. Unless it's like a quick tip. Like, hey, you should use sandpaper to like sharpen up your charcoal or your pencil. That's like fine. But no other tutorial. If it's a 1-minute, nope, it's not going to help you. You're not going to retain that information. You need a long, detailed tutorial if you really want to get good at something. Don't be, oh, draw an eye by drawing a circle and shading here. No, you need to understand why. Because I noticed there's a lot of short form art content that's trying to teach people things. Unless it's like a quick tip. Quick tips are fine. But no. Absolutely not. I'm not sure if I'll have videos like that because I don't feel like I'm a good teacher, but some people say I am. I don't know. I'm confident in my skills. I'm confident that you can learn, but that's the only thing I have for you is my confidence in you, which I guess is good. Anyway, that's the end of my video. I have confidence in you. I have confidence in me. I feel like everyone will be able to draw. No one cannot draw unless you, well, I was gonna say unless you don't have hands, but people can draw with their feet. People can draw, like if their hands get severed, draw with their nubs. Anyone can draw. Alright, have a great day. Like, comment, or subscribe. Alright, bye!